There's a famous quote by Malcolm X that he made shortly before he passed. And he basically made the quote that, when evil shows up at your doorstep, you do not embrace it. You do not stick your hand out and try to embrace it like a friend. And it's pretty relevant in his life because he went through a lot in his life. And, his dad was targeted by people. And, it's something that happened to his father. And keep in mind, something had even happened to him, right? But he still thought he was standing up for the greater good. And one of the most relevant quotes he gave was, "When evil shows up at your doorstep, you do not embrace it." And this was a big learning lesson for me because I used to go about life and I would meet people choosing to do evil, actively choosing to do evil in this world, and I would try to change them. I would look at someone doing something that is like inherently wrong, and I would try to tell them something, try to give them a chance, try to stick my hand out and say, I believe in the good in this person, and I believe this person has the ability to do good. And I would be that guy. I would literally say, I feel like God's trying to tell me something, and I'll try to tell you what God's trying to tell me. And I still am that guy. When a guy needs to hear a message, when I feel like someone needs to hear a message, I'll give the message to someone. When I feel like God's trying to tell me to tell someone to something, I will be that guy. I will be used as a vessel for God. But at the same time, when I come across someone who is actively choosing to be an evil person, who is actively choosing to do evil in this world, I'm no longer that guy that's friendly to them, right? And neither should you be, right? There are some people, when I lived in New York, there's always these people that, walk around the train, that walk around the streets, that are actively choosing to be violent people, that are like in and out of shelters, actively choosing to do evil things to people. And if this person came up to you and you stuck your hand out, tried to be nice to them, nothing good would happen, right? They wouldn't care. A lot of these people wouldn't care if you're trying to be nice to them. Some of them would choose to do something to you just for trying to be nice to them, right? You can turn on the news every day and hear stories like this about someone trying to be nice to someone who is inherently evil, and bad things happen to those people, right? So it's something to keep in mind. Some people actively choose to do evil in this world, and if you come across someone like this, the only thing you can do is show them the door. Sometimes you kind of have to be rough with these people because they don't really give you a choice. And when someone doesn't give you a choice, you actively have to choose to be rough with them, or else they're not going to stop. So it's something to keep in mind. Some people can't be saved, and some people actively choose to be evil in this world. And in that case, you shouldn't try to save them. And in which case, you've exhausted all your options and you have to show them the door. Very true. So true.